Hey YouTube, Hazmat here, and today I'm going to show you how to take this and turn it into this, a 1950s style ray gun, retro style ray gun. Now you're going to need some clutter. This is a burnout light bulb that I removed the glass from and sanded it down so it's smooth and undangerous. Here's some shelf hanging brackets that I cut into about 8-inch long strips. Here's a Mason's screw set. I think they're 100 for $1. Now this is the topper to a spray can. I want to use it for the pistol grip and working trigger, but you don't have to have this. You can actually use the top of a Windex bottle. Just cut the top off of it and invert it to use as your pistol grip, and save the trigger mechanism for a working trigger. Just cut a notch in the pistol grip part and glue the whole assembly into the top of it. Then when you take the bottle you're going to make the gun out of, cut a hole in the bottle of it, hot glue it all into place, and you'll have a working trigger with a pistol grip. But I chose to do this, so I cut off the part I didn't want and didn't need, and then started doing things like gluing the light bulb onto the cap of the bottle I was going to use for the body of the ray gun, and started gluing on clutter, the cap from a water bottle as a knob, and the railing, the shelf hanging railing, stuff like that. Now here's the ray gun in its full assemblage, but you need to remember to sand all your plastic parts. It'll really make a difference when you go to paint, and you do have to paint it all black to get this to come off right. And I didn't like the look of this. I wanted it a little more detailed, so I added some things like tacks and finishing nails just to add more busyness to the surface of it. Then I painted it all black again. Little pro tip: do not put your spray paint projects in the Durex on to dry. It makes the paint kind of gooey and it takes longer to dry actually.
Alright, it's all painted black. I added some thumbtacks and stuff to give it a little more detail, just some clutter. I decided I wanted to keep the broken light bulb silver, so I wrapped it in saran wrap. But any clutter you have around, anything at all, you don't have to do exactly what I did here. Now, I'm able to distress this because you kind of got black on black on black on black. Distress it and bring out the detail. We're going to take some silver spray paint, and I've got a piece of my wife's grandmother's blue willow china here wrapped in saran wrap, and we'll spray the spray paint right on the plastic. And I'm going to put my hand in a plastic bag, and then in an old sock that doesn't fit anymore, and you just get some silver on there and white. And what that'll do is bring out the details. And there's really no method to it, you just kind of go. And if you screw it up, just spray paint it black again and try another time. And some people like to use rub and buff, which if you use rub and buff, it's a little more expensive than just spray paint, but if you actually buff rub and buff, it does actually start to look very metallic. It starts to look a great deal like metal. I'm just going to finish this off and I'll show you what it's like when it's all done. Alright, and there it is. I added a couple of wires to the back that I just poked some holes and stuffed the wires in there. And there it is, distressed. It looks much more metallic, and it costs nothing. It is a used cleaner bottle, just some clutter, like this is a collar from a PVC that was laying around. This front sight is an anchor for putting a screw in cement. This is a piece of broken light bulb. That's the cap, of course, to the bottle. And then just thumbtacks and little finishing nails and some railing, some shelf railing, just junk, basically all put together, and it turns into that. So you can do it. It doesn't cost much of anything, and it turns out a decent prop.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. That's all I got. Hopefully this comes in handy for you, maybe spark some ideas of your own. Do me a favor, if you like the tutorial, click like down at the bottom. Be strong, stay safe. Hazmat out.